What?
Everybody's so reticent to predict the future.
Well, I hesitate on specifics for Texas politics because I know I'm up against two juggernauts of Texas politics right here.
One and a half.
I don't know what that means, but I think the Republicans are going to lose a couple seats. I think they're going to lose a couple seats statewide, like in the Texas legislature. I don't know which ones, but I think all the shenanigans with these extra special sessions and Ken Paxton's impeachment, I don't think Democrats are real happy about that. I don't think Democrats are happy about the abortions or lack thereof. And I think they're going to get fired up about that stuff. And I think Beto O'Rourke did a pretty good job running for governor, firing up those young people to get out there and vote. And I think that there's going to be some momentum there. They want to save their schools. And that's what's going to happen. I think there's going to be some changes.
So Brad predicts that the Texas House and the Texas Senate the Democrats are going to gain seats.
Yes.
In both. Wow.
I added that. What do you think, Charles?
I don't think that's the case. I don't think this conversation about the pro-life stuff and about the special sessions, because this isn't the first time I'm hearing this, right? That those things are going to cause Republicans to struggle and upcoming Texas Republicans to struggle.
Are you calling me basic?
No. I'm saying that I don't think I think there are other people who share that opinion. I think that's what I'm saying. But I don't agree. I think ever since Roe v. Wade was overturned, I think a lot of people have overplayed the impact that it has on the election. I do think there are people who are motivated to come out and vote against Republicans because of it. I'm not going to say that they're not, but I just don't think it's as much of a motivator, certainly not anymore as it once was. So I don't think that's going to play a huge role. I think school choice being the driving factor of those special sessions means that the Republicans who are in support of school choice are maybe not safe, but safer. And I don't think there's really backlash from those special sessions because, one, I don't know that the average voter cares. Two, most voters in Texas want school choice. So I think there's a level of justification for why they push forward on these special sessions. However, I will say where I think your argument might make sense is that if some races are lost in a primary, I could see a Democrat picking that up. And one race I'll say, for example, is I think, for instance, House District 138, where it's State Representative Lacey Hall running against, or Jared Woodfill running against State Representative Lacey Hall. It's not a split district anymore. It's a little more Republican than it was the last session prior to redistricting. However, it's still a pretty close district. And I think that someone like Jared Woodfill could potentially lose that in November if he is the nominee. So I think something like that could happen, but I don't think he's going to win that primary. But in the event that he did, I could see that being an uphill battle for Republicans in Harris County to hold on to. So I can see some of that. But I don't think Democrats are going to have the success that you believe.
I mean, I wasn't saying like some sort of blue.
No, I know. I'm just saying I don't really see very many places, especially not in the Texas Senate, where they're going to pick up seats. I only think that there's a couple of places in the House that they might be.
I don't think it's going to be a crimson tide.
No. So I pulled out two predictions there from Charles. Republicans aren't going to lose any seats in the House or Senate in total, like aggregate number of seats. And Lacey Hall is going to beat Jared Woodfill in 138.
Are you saying those are my predictions or yours?
Mm-hmm. That's your predictions.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to our first disagreement here.
Okay.
And we will get to see who's right instead of someone interpreting who's right. I have Democrats picking up 2 to 4 seats in the Texas House. Oh, we'll get specific.
That is very specific.
2 to 4 seats, none in the Texas Senate. They won't pick up any in the Senate. And my good friend, Ellen Troxclair beats Kyle Biederman in HD 19 in the Texas primary, that's Republican primary. And there will definitely be no statewide or whoever's running against Cornyn's the Democrat's not going to win.
Cruz.
Cruz.
So you say 4 seats in the House, 0 in the Senate.
2 to 4.
I say 2 to 4. 2 to 4 in the House, 0 in the Senate. I say 0 in the Senate, 0 in the House. Brad says some in the Senate, some in the House.
Wait, you don't think Colin Allred's gonna? I don't know if he's gonna be the nominee. You don't think he's gonna beat Cruz?
No.
What do you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be tight like it was with Beto? Is it gonna slide in there tight, or is it gonna be a real loose race?
More than 7.
Cruz is gonna win by more than 7 points.
I'd agree.
Maybe I was kind of shooting from the hip. Maybe I'll drop it down to more than 5, but somewhere around there.
I think it's interesting with Cruz. I think a lot of the stuff that people try to tie him to and try to drag him down with, like the Cancun stuff and things like that, I don't think that it matters as much in the end. I don't know. I just don't think it matters that much in the end. And I think the power of incumbency, Republicans in Texas, it being a year where Republicans are going to want to turn out heavily in November, I just don't see. And also, they don't have. I mean, Democrats aren't very enthusiastic about Joe Biden, and so Texas Democrats might be, but they're not like incredibly enthusiastic about it. They're also not. There's nobody else. There's nobody. I mean, there's no governors. There's no statewide race in Texas other than the U.S. Senate race, and I don't know that Democrats are going to be incredibly excited about whoever their candidate is. And so I just don't see it materializing in that way.
Well, that's a big factor that we will get to at the end of the show. Who's going to be at top of ticket? And yeah, I agree. If it's Biden, there's not enthusiasm, but I don't see how they recreate the energy of 2018 where their Trump derangement syndrome is at their highest levels there. And Beto is, the candidate where he's generating a ton of energy from Democrats and especially young people.
But no, I'm not going to say it because we're getting to presidential predictions. But I'm just going to say, unless Oprah's on the top of this.
That's right.